Project Pro has that baseline thing about the documentation you guys have provided, about the architecture, the principle and the coding. I believe it is really helpful for the people who are looking. I feel like the people who work with the Project Pro, they are very expert in the product designing, in the technical and the functional and the whole architecture.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another session where we have our customer with us, Rakesh, where he talks about what has Project Pro done to help him grow in his career. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you on board with us today, Rakesh. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us.
Thank you, Pragya. Thank you.
And Rakesh, I would love if you can introduce yourself. What do you do?
My name is Rakesh Kumar Tammishetti. Currently, I work with the DBS Development Bank of Singapore in Hyderabad. So I was been there for Pune for 7 years and worked with the multiple banks and multiple customers and multiple clients. So I've been here for recently. I'm working here. So yeah, I'm a guy. A guy who have to strengthen myself to upskill more and to build the more portfolio in my strong product level, and to develop the. I mean, I'm the person to teach others to strengthen their skills and develop their portfolio as well. Yeah.
Okay. Rakesh, when I first spoke to you, you mentioned that you have switched your careers.
Correct.
So we can throw some light on that and what motivated you to switch career as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you on the top note. See, it's not about switching career. See, okay, if you can do continuous doing the work in one part, so it become monotonous for you. So we definitely look for the next path and the next profile, the people who are aspire to go on. So my desire to go to research field. So started debugging from there, from DevOps to MLOps, from there going to the research, the final part. So it needed a continuous, the consistency and the resilience. You need a proper the timing, everything you need to be noted down to move on that stage.
Got it. Yeah. Rakesh, you've also done a PG diploma course from a very reputed institution.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on some pain points that you were experiencing?
Yeah, that's a good question, because the reason why I did a PG diploma, not just sake of doing the degree, but it could help me to lapse my skills. It also helps to me upskill myself and to go into the when I'm ready to move to the next profile. Definitely, I need to have this strong foundation. So that's why I did my degree, a PG diploma from the IIT Bangalore. I'm really blessed that what are the foundation I got from there. So I aspire, right? It's my intention to do that. I argue many people to do that, because if they have right intention to pursue their career, to increase the skill set, it is the right option to do in the life. Yeah.
Got it. And after finishing your PG diploma course, you enrolled with us. So what were your primary goals with Project Pro?
Frankly speaking, I came to know Project Pro before 2 years. I was not much known about that. I have gone through reviews. People were very much satisfied with the product, what they're using. It was good. And the main thing about the Project Pro, it has a lot of projects, like you can consider it as a POC kind of. So it will be helpful to just check your skill, see the gap where exactly you may lacking. So this is the one type of channel or the product that can help you to build the strong foundation to be, which can be ready for your next path.
Got it. Got it. So 2 years back, how did you hear about us?
I got many emails, but I never trust those emails. I came to know through one of my colleagues. Still, I didn't trust him, so I have to gone through my own way of researching the product, and I spoke to your CEO or CEO director Matthew. I'm not sure, Vinny, I guess. So
Vinny Matthews,
I spoke to him. Then after I got realized, I started looking at your portal, seeing that because I was looking for the MLOps projects at that time, so to see what can be changes I can get from that product. So because I'm not looking for any Hadoop and other than scaling up, because I'm trying to move into the machine learning side. So upscaling from myself. So I'm looking from the architecture base. So I feel like the people who work with the Project Pro, they are very expert in the product designing, in the technical and the functional and the whole architecture. So it looks for me really, it really helped me. Then I started subscribed, and later when I'm preparing my interviews, it really given me a lot of boost when I started looking for that product. Yeah.
I see. So, Rakesh, interestingly, you trusted our product when we had just started, and so you showed your trust in us at a very early stage.
Correct. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll tell. Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'll tell you, it is trusting something because most of the folks, when most of the people in professional journey, everyone is not perfect. They have something like a development background, some of them from engineering background, some of them for different areas they come from to upskill from themselves, right? But one thing I assured from the project pro, it has the live one-to-one mentoring, resume building. Yeah, these are the part of the service that has provided by the project pro. But I could tell you this product, what you guys have developed, it will give the immense pleasure, the immense of amount of knowledge, understanding of the real project, how it works. Because people who got deployed onto the Hadoop or big data, they can learn from the online, but they don't have projects outside the source bar. It could be the compiled projects, compiled data, everything that one can get a assurance that they can, but it not be the job ready program. But they are assured themselves that I can go and attend the interview so that I'll prove myself. Yeah. I feel this is the thing, it triggered my mind. I spoke to many people. Yeah, let's do. Then later I started attending this, I see, whenever I get time on weekends, I'll start watching 2 or 3 videos to see what things I can learn from that. Especially, I was looking for MLOps architecture. This is a new in the market. Many people don't know. Because I have come from the development background in DevOps, I get off hands-on and machine learning. So I'm the person to be go to the architecture side. So I was looking keenly, then I spoke to Vinny, then he brought up I shared my views, what can be done and what improvement needed. And that's where my journey started with the project.
Got it. Got it. So back then, 2 years ago, how was your experience of onboarding with Project Pro and trying it out for the first time?
Yeah, and let me tell you, initially I was I was nothing about this project. I'm not sure what is this all. I just onboarded, I got onboarded call, something else, and started exploring the things. What is this project? What is this all about? Why we are introduced? There's a many things outside the company. There's analytic vidya is there. Many the competitors with the project pro, but I feel project pro is something really helpful to develop the strong skill. You get a lot of projects every month. You get a new project. When I onboarded, I started reading the concepts of the MLOps, Hadoop, and data management. When I'm looking at the concepts, the people who developed, who designed that process, that utmostly wonderful made. So I really desire, let's go and subscribe that. Let's start reading. Yeah, when we spend some time and you desire to do something, definitely you will reap the benefits when you have a consistency and admire for that.
Got it. Got it. And you mentioned every weekend you get time, you log into a product and you watch a couple of videos. So that is the frequency when you are interacting with our product. So what are the key performance indicators or metrics that you have been tracking throughout your journey?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. The one thing I can tell you, the technology is changing like anything. It's changing rapidly. If you look back in 1998, there is no machine learning, there is no AI, there is no data science, there is no metaverse. But now it is moving to the 21st century. We are in the 21st century. The practical skill, one should be gain the skill. One should be gain or they should look for the platform. If you
Mhm.
don't have a platform, how can you build it? If I go into some research project, if I learn something, I should have a resource. If the person who got educated in the IIIT, IIT, and B schools, if you're coming from the college, he need a platform to develop the practical skill. I believe the project pro will be the right solution for those people because it has the bread and butter on the platform, but how you use it. And also I use weekendly because whenever I get a time on weekends, because whenever I get like something, I could something learn from because the people who work with this product pro from Amazon might be the top companies within than me. I can learn some skill from the what they develop from scratch.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's the best thing I can learn because when I'm going through the architecture part, I really challenge me where I'm lacking. So I started growing, thinking in the practical way. That's where the client looking customers happy about that.
Mhm. Got it. And what sort of changes or improvements do you see after using a project solution? So let's say if you finished one project, what growth do you see there?
Frankly speaking, I didn't finish 2 projects. I speak 5 projects I have completed in my first attempt because when I was looking back to, I was cleanly looking for MLOps. I didn't find anything. I got it from the online resources, how the testing happens, everything. But I'm not pretty much happy because I was a key learner. I was doing my POs in my office, but I need a resource. I need a platform. So that's where. So I was starting working with the people who are already published the projects. I had a call with them. I understand their inputs. I took their value of time, like how they evaluated the models, how they build their architecture, how they integrated each tools in their own space to give the delivery in the fastest way. So I started taking those inputs and understanding the concept, how it happens. So when I got into that one project, it made me to think because it given the immense understanding of how the code is structured, how the project is structured. So that has given me that. Then slowly I went to the. Then I came to know that there's other skills in the big data. So how it is related to the machine learning data with the data management. So that's where I got more concentrated. I see I am the techie guy, so I'm always used to get more resource. I get subscribe, I learn more, I understand more. So that's why I access more.
Got it. So, number of projects and skills addition is something that you can easily measure in quantity. But when you've been using our project solutions, what are some of the less quantifiable benefits that you have seen in yourself or that you feel is there in the product?
Yeah, frankly speaking, from my experience from past 1 year, there could be, if you can add more POCs, the real-time prototypes and the architecture that helps them to build. It is something people who come from scratch background, like people from development, from Java or engineering background, they have more aspect to go to the data science. More
Mm-hmm.
people aspect to go to the metaverse, blockchain. Okay, so blockchain could be the one of the thing rapidly growing in the market. You can add that as a metaverse. So, and also add more prototype, understand the strategy. Thinking out of box is very important in working the professional journey. So practical approach of the problem. So I could see in one area in your platform practicing the code. That means you have code snippets to prepare for interview. How can you debug further? How can you write a logic in the most strengthened way? So I felt that is the one thing we should be had more real-time prototypes with the different. Let's say if I consider AWS, Azure, GCP, what type of things I can build in the machine learning? How can I do the edge machine learning? So we can add more things. Edge location it doesn't have in your product. We can do the edge deployment using MLOps. So that could be the one thing I can suggest to be upgraded in your future into your product. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. And what is the your most favorite experience about using our product?
Yeah, it has a new project, sorry. I will get a new knowledge, understanding the architecture, the tools, what you guys are using within that. And the best thing is about one-to-one mentorship. Sometimes I may understand the architecture, but the person who has a 2+ years of experience who has access to that may not understand that whole thing. But you can directly connect to the one-to-one mentor. You can get the inputs. When you apply these learning to your current project, who are really struggle for their performance or appraisal in their project, definitely it's going to be the benchmark for their life. So they can strengthen their skill. So they has to use, but they has to put time and efforts to understand the flow. So definitely it will give the results for them. It's not about amount of money or efforts you're putting, but how much you're grasping, how much outcome you want to take out from this platform. That's very important.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And Rakesh, getting into the field of research is your ultimate goal. So, how do you intend to maximize the value that our product provides to achieve that goal for you?
I'll tell you, the research is something is a big word. I can't tell you the single thing. Right? Research is something that you have to research. You have to explore new things. If you don't have a preliminary skill or the pre-understanding of the particular product or the particular technology, you may not go and debug further. So definitely the project pro has that baseline thing about the documentation you guys have provided, about the architecture, the principle and coding. I believe it is really helpful for the people who are looking. Ultimately, apart from that, you need to upskill yourself from the different area. You need to understand the thesis and the process how it goes. There's so many models you have to go through it. But I'll tell you, Project Pro has many things. Yeah, it has the basic understanding, advanced level also it has provides.
Okay, got it. And my last question to you, Rakesh, is that any special message you would want to give to our prospective customers that you kind of think is important for them to understand from your experience?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I want to say one thing. People who are really aspire to go into the next profile or want to upskill themselves, they has to put efforts and time what they do. Because there will be a lot of challenges, there will be not much learning in the current project. I'll tell you, project will never give you any growth. Apart from your workplace, you have to put your efforts to learn yourself. You have to upskill from, apart from your work, you have to see the change, you have to go to the professional journey. Because if the person coming from IIT, it doesn't make that he will become a CEO of Google one day. No. Normal person, yeah, that person can become a CEO one day. Yeah, Amazon CEO, that guy, he doesn't know what is programming. Now he became Amazon. How he upskilled himself. There's a many example put us, but you should be the product first before we launch some other product. So that is the one thing. We should be product our life. We should learn ourselves before apart from our work. We have to strengthen our skills. That's where we develop the strategy that can give us the bountiful efforts and results where we want to do. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, this has been super helpful, Rakesh. This was a very important message that one should never stop upskilling themselves and one should believe in themselves as a product as well.
Correct. Yeah.
So thank you so much for doing this with us, Rakesh. It was a pleasure to have you on call today.
Thank you, Pragya. Thank you for your